Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Red is the New Green. My name is Jeff G. With me, as always, Mike Rave. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very jealous watching you drink this cup of whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not in solidarity with you. I'm
No, I know. I mean,
I'm drinking.
I literally stopped drinking beer for almost a year with you,
Yes.
just because. But by all means, go crazy.
Oh, I've had a day. I don't give a fuck. I've-
Yep, that's fair.
I went 10 days of not drinking with you. Today broke me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
I am still going strong. It's been since the 20th of March since I've drank anything. Which, for those of you that don't know me, that's actually a very big deal. I tend to like to sip on a regular, consistent
about a
basis.
month.
Around a month. You know?
Solid.
Yeah, right.
I respect.
Not that I can't, it's just I've chosen not to.
You have goals.
I have goals.
You're a new man.
I-
Reinvented.
Reborn, if you will.
Reborn.
I saw the light, and then I was brought back to reality and realized that things needed to change.
You got like a new ticker going on over there.
Wouldn't say a new one. It was they sort of modified the new one.
Revamped.
Revamped is a good way to put it. Okay. For those who don't know, I had a ablation, they call it. So basically, they just took a little wire that's on my heart and seared it. I was having a little heart complications, but hopefully, this is the first step to a better tomorrow, if you will. I think I saw that in the Bible somewhere.
I like it.
But with that, again, lots of changes. I'm trying to become a gym rat.
Okay.
And while I was having these issues with my heart, I stayed away from the gym because I'd go in there, I'd start working out, and then I'd feel like I'm literally about to die because my heart rate would go up. I'd get dizzy. It was a big thing. I've been 2-3 times already. Because, again, I had to be cleared by the doctor, X, Y, and Z. But I've been there 2 or 3 times, and there's a lot of...
So you're trying to be a gym rat, and you're telling me that you've been there 3 times? 2 times?
You're looking at the negative right now?
Okay.
You're looking at the negative right now.
I'll celebrate you. Sorry to cut you.
I didn't say that I was, like, there already. I'm saying that I'm trying to get to that point.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to get back to that in the gym point.
Okay.
And, personally, I've already seen a difference. That's just me. But we'll see. We'll give it more time, and we'll see.
You've gone to the gym twice, and you see a difference?
I've also been eating differently as well. You yourself has said that it's about what you eat as well.
Oh, it's 80% of what you eat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've been eating different as well. I'm not just saying, like, I went twice. I'm great now. Like, fuck off, Mike. Like, you are being such a bitch. Take another fucking sip. You're being a bitch right now.
I told you I'm having a day.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm trying to feel good about myself. Mike's just like, fuck you. You've only gone twice.
Okay. You're trying to become a gym rat.
Sure.
Meaning that, like, you're trying to embrace it, you're trying to like it, you're trying to love it, or are you just trying to tell yourself you got to go there?
Column A, column B. I think that I don't dislike going to the gym. I do have my complaints about the gym, which we're going to get into in a second. But my thing is, especially now that I've stopped drinking, I've stopped sleeping really also, which sounds terrible, but I've stopped sleeping. So it's just like, okay, here it is, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying here in bed wide awake. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym.
Oh, so you're saying, like, Jeff red flag is that you would use alcohol to pass out and go to sleep, but you get shitty sleep because drinking before you go to sleep gives you shitty sleep.
Correct.
Okay.
So I wouldn't go as far to say that I used it to fall asleep. I'm saying that I just don't fall asleep in general right now, which is a problem for another time in and of itself. But
But you're going to the gym at 3 a.m.?
Yep.
That's weird.
Usually I'm there by like 4.
So you're going
4:30ish.
So you're going to like a big box gym that's open 24 hours?
Bro, I'm struggling in there, but yes.
Is it?
I like going early because it's more empty that early. You know what I mean?
Is it the one that is like purple?
I pick things up and put them down.
And you can't throw things or set them down hard because the lunk alarm goes off?
Well, I mean, there's that. God, how do I say this without being creepy? I'm a people watcher. Okay. I'm from the city. I have to be. It is in my nature. I need to know what's going on around me at all times. But then I'm also in my head hyper vigilant about not looking like a fucking creep. You know what I mean? So someone will walk past me and I'll get a glare and then I'll just be like, fuck. I just stared at this girl. I'm not trying to. I do it to the guys too, but the guys don't fucking notice it as much as anyone else does. I'm not trying to end up being a TikTok with cancel culture, being like, oh yeah, watch out for creepy guys at the gym, and then it's just my dumbass on the fucking weights just staring for no reason when I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to find out what's going on around me.
There's a difference between like looking at your surroundings and like
Sure.
staring at the girl in yoga pants.
Sure.
Like just don't do that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I don't, but I guess it's my anxiety that does it. It's the anxiety that brings me there. That's just like, I was wondering what was going on with that. Maybe it's just my anxiety that I'm assuming that people are like, oh, look at him go, look at him staring at people, and it's just like I'm just trying to exist, or even learn new workouts for myself. You know what I mean? So
Okay. But like
that's just maybe it's just one of my things. I didn't say it made sense. I said this is just
like,
how my brain
do you
works.
think you're creepily staring at girls?
I hope not. I mean, I can't be as creepy as the guy that comes in like a full 3-piece suit and then starts working out. Like, I can't be as creepy as that guy. But
I don't know that guy.
you don't know that guy?
No.
I feel like there's one of those guys in every gym, like a full button down and like dress pants, and he's just like, oh, let's work out. And I'm looking at him like, buddy, you're wearing fucking Clarks right now. Like, what's going on with your life?
I definitely like when I used to go to those kinds of gyms. I remember old guys with like there'd be like 3 levels of treadmills, and then
Sure.
the old guys would get on the last level so they could just look at all the. Man, I've seen those guys before.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't be that guy.
I stand in the front, like I'm up front. I've learned a new life hack. I'll put on an episode of a show and just like watch it. So like I'm here. You know what I mean? I realize with music, it's just like, okay, I have my music going, but I'm still doing this. But at least if I have a show on, I'm doing what I got to do, just focusing right here.
So your ADD's in like full.
Full effect.
Okay.
Full effect. Like,
I think it just matters that you go. I think you should just. It doesn't matter.
oh, because like 10 minutes ago, you're worried about me only going twice or 3 times. So are you happy that I go?
No, I thought you were going somewhere else. You saying like I'm worried about being a gym rat, and then saying I've gone twice, are 2 different conversations.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, I just got cleared to go to the gym from the doctor. So once I got cleared, because remember they told me I couldn't lift more than 5 pounds for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
just like,
very inconvenient for me.
what?
Very inconvenient for
How
me.
was that inconvenient for you?
Because I had to measure large pizzas to see if you could fucking pick them up and carry them.
I can't express how annoying you are. You just
Oh, this one's only 2.2 pounds, Jeff. You think your doctor can sign off on you carrying this thing? Yeah, that was fun for a little while. But we got through it.
it took 1 week.
We made it.
1 shift. 1 fucking shift. Was that really that big? That was that big of a thing for you?
It was traumatic.
You poor baby.
Okay, so at the gym, you're worried that you're going to be the creepy guy.
Right.
Okay,
Just don't be. I understand that.
Just don't
and
be.
I'm not. Well, obviously, I'm not. It's just.
But
I don't
also,
want to be misconstrued.
how
as that
many
either.
people are there at 4 a.m.?
Right. So that's the thing. When I'm first there, no one. There's no one there. Basically,
Okay.
There's maybe 10 of us in this big ass gym. Towards the end, when I'm like getting ready to go, like I'm like, okay, whatever. We're talking like 6:15, 6:30ish. It's just like that's when it starts getting busy, and it actually does get pretty busy around that time. So I'm just like, fuck, someone else is here. Shit, someone else is here. Shit, someone else is here. And then I'm just like, Jeff, stop worrying about who else is here. And it's an argument that I literally have in my head as I'm going.
I think that you just don't stare at the girls in yoga pants, and then you don't be the guy that walks around naked in the locker room, and I think you're fine.
Wait, why the fuck else would I go to the gym if I can't walk around naked in the locker room?
I get it.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is everyone else's problem, not mine. I just want to go on the record and say I do not look at other people while I'm at the gym or in the locker room or just walk around naked or anything like that. That's not what I do.
that was your chance to be the big dick in the locker room and just walk around. Fucking-
He with the big dick doesn't need to show it. It's just known.
Okay. Fine.
I just love how mad that just made you. You're just
We'll check back in on your gym progress. So
sure.
I want to tell you what I've been.
You've been dying to tell me something for the last couple weeks.
Mhm.
It's been
Mhm.
actually like here annoying me.
Mhm.
Please let me know.
I had the best time on Tuesday, like last Tuesday, and I didn't text you.
Nope.
I didn't text anybody. I hung out solo with Chuck,
Oh God.
and Chuck just. We were talking, and then he slid me his phone, and he let me go on his Tinder.
Oh, you did start to tell
I
me
alluded
about
to
this.
it, right?
Yep.
And I was able to go on his Tinder and just swipe
Hmm.
and judge. And
That must be your favorite thing.
I had the best fucking time. He gave me rules because like I'm respectful, so like I'm not going to like if I find a good person or whatever, like I'm not gonna like just swipe to be a dick.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
But
I
I wanted to know his rules. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
he had good rules.
Oh, let's hear him.
Oh yeah, he had good rules.
I'm excited. Let's hear him.
No, like he didn't want like a name. The name couldn't be the same as like his ex or his daughter. And I'm
That's
like,
fair.
yep, fair.
That's 1,001% fair. Yep. I don't think I would be able to do that again.
Yeah.
Either. So
No.
fair.
I've never done the online dating thing. So which is why I'm kind of fascinated with it. But I also never thought of these rules until he started telling me the things. Which that one makes complete sense.
No, that makes me complete. I haven't been on Tinder in actual years just because I'm tired of people, but that was one of my things too.
Logistics wise was 90 miles.
Okay.
So that's an hour and a half, 2 hours drive.
Right.
Yeah, like,
mine is like a little bit further than that. I'll do like 100, maybe $1.05, but more than that is going to.
He would bend on it depending on like how
Correct.
how hot she is.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
That's yes.
His other rule was half of him plus 7. So half of his age plus 7.
Thought you were talking about weight. I was very concerned.
Oh, nope.
Okay. Half his age plus 7.
We'll get
okay,
there.
let me think about this. So if I'm 37, half of 37, it's about 25.5. Okay. I don't hate that as a rule. Okay.
Not bad, right?
Okay.
I'm like, so far, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, did he read this somewhere?
Yeah.
I was like, like, how did he come to these rules?
I personally think that's a little bit young for me, but for the strict idea of hooking up, fine. I wouldn't be able to date someone that age.
You're just setting parameters.
No, right.
And then he's like, hey, anything lower than this, like, just don't even look at anything else. Just swipe.
Fine.
Yep.
I get that.
Okay. This one was interesting to me. Next rule. Because on Tinder, I think most people had like 4 or 5 pictures.
Sure.
I don't know what the max was, but like I don't think anybody had like 13 of them. So it was like mainly like 4 or 5 pictures.
Right.
They couldn't have more than 2 pictures with an animal. That was a rule. So like he's like if her profile picture like she's cute and she's with her cat, but then her third picture in she's also with her cat, like that I'm fucking maxed out on cat pictures. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What was his logic on that one?
That she's been lonely for a while, she's been single for a while, and she's very like into this. And it wasn't exclusive to cats, because
right.
I found a chick that had 2 pictures with a parrot, and he was like, "Nope, too many," and I'm like, "Okay, yep." So like he set very like strict rules, and
I gotta respect it. Like
one chick, I was like, maybe the bird's fun. I don't know, and he was like, "Nope." I'm like, okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Producer left for the dub. He didn't want to get caught cat sitting.
That's a saga too.
Oh, Chuck.
So, with these parameters in place,
Yeah.
I was able to freely
Sure.
just swipe.
Yes.
I spent 2 hours.
Bruh.
2 fucking hours.
Bruh.
2 hours.
That's absurd.
Like, literally,
Doing Chuck's work for him.
yes. The bar was closing. He's just sitting next to me, and, like,
How did that work? Did he chime in every once in a while and be like,
Everyone-
do that one?
every once in a while, like, I would show him, and he would, whatever, and, like, I would get his response sometimes.
Sure.
And I was trying to, like, judge where he was at. We drew a crowd. Literally just me talking out loud next to him and finding out what he was doing. 10 people sat next to us, and then why it took 2 hours is because I had to start showing 10 fucking people
Okay.
all of these girls.
Okay.
Right? I'm like, okay. So, like we had a little bit of a crowd that was very interested in Chuck's dating life. What I can say though is I swiped left, so that's just like the next one.
Yeah,
Right?
That's
Right.
a
So
skip.
yep. So I swiped over 200 women, and I only swiped right on 2. On 2. Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And which is so fascinating to me because it's like it's a fucking dumpster fire out there. First of all,
Sure is.
fucking dumpster fire out
Yeah,
there.
but Chuck is picky as shit, though.
Yes, but because there was I probably could have swiped right 4 times. Two of the girls, he was like, she's too hot for me, and I was like, yeah, you're right, But the most part, it was not hard to keep going, right?
Right.
What was fascinating about it is that these girls who are very good at like picking angles,
Correct.
these bitches are wizards.
Absolutely.
Wizards. Okay. And then sometimes like they're using their friends' pictures, but then like sometimes their friends' faces are just in them, but sometimes they're like blacking them out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I hate the ones when there's like group photos and you have to guess which fucking one it is.
That was one of my fun. That was one of the funnest things. In the very first. So that was his other rule. Actually, if the first picture is not a well-defined picture of who it is,
Yep.
he's skipping.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
That one makes sense to me too.
I liked it because it was like a game of Clue, and I was like, I was like, which one could it be, right? And then I would swipe like, oh fuck yeah, of course it's you.
Yep.
But like,
Right.
yes, okay. But I thought it was intriguing because they would pick a picture with a much hotter friend
Correct.
to suck you in.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, marketing 101, right? So like, then they would so if it was multiple people, he would be like, nope.
Yep.
Usually the profile picture or like the picture up front was very edited,
Correct.
very filtered.
Yep.
And you'd be like, whoa.
Right.
And to these girls' credit, they would show like a normal picture by like picture 3. But by picture 3, you were like, what the fuck? Like, that's not who?
What just happened?
Who is this?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. One chick literally looked like a chubby Sarah Jessica Parker,
Interesting.
which I thought would have been perfect for Chuck.
Sure.
By picture 3, it looked like she boiled Hansel and Gretel. like she was fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, this is why you really have to explore
Yep.
these pictures.
You can't just look at the one. You got to go all the way through.
Overwhelming like takeaway.
Boiled Hansel and Gretel. Jesus Christ. Okay, continue.
The overwhelming takeaway was, now I accused Chuck of having like setting filters inside the app because I'm looking at the same girl over and over and over and over and over, right?
You know.
And to his credit, his parameters were female, identifies as female, breathing,
Yep, I get
right?
it.
within 90 miles. Like that was his. He had no like.
Did he have the age thing on it as
no,
well,
no,
or
no. So
why
so
not?
I don't know.
If he has an age limit, why wouldn't he put his age limit in the film?
Well, because
That's a Chuck question, not a you question. Fine.
so sometimes there was girls that were like 21. You know what I mean? 23, whatever.
Sure.
So I'd be like, really? You're not even going to talk to the. So, anyways, the overwhelming majority of women that were out there.
Yep.
Dumpster fire.
Absolutely.
Most of them are very, it's safe to say, very liberal women
Okay.
because they have purple hair and blue hair,
Here the fuck you
and
go.
they have there's a lot of colored hair. It's not blonde, it's not brunette, it's not normal hair colors. It is very that's them. One girl had a mask on in all of her pictures, and in her third picture had a regular mask on, like an N95.
Sure.
But then had a crocheted mask that she said, my friend knitted me this as my favorite present, over the N95 mask.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So a lot of mentally ill women on the Tinder.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure everyone is mentally ill nowadays, but
Yes, to a certain point. But like overwhelmingly, you could just look at this and be like, oh wow, okay, this is what you are, right?
Okay.
So there was a lot of blue-haired girls, and then there was a lot of black women.
Okay.
They were big black women.
Sure.
Yep. And most of the time, he was stuck on like, it was always the big black women, and he was like, I thought we were going to swipe right a lot on a lot of them. I didn't know that about him.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, there's so much to digest there. Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Because like they were cute, so I'd be like, what about this one, right?
Sure.
But overwhelmingly, it was they were so fucked. These women were so fucked. I couldn't believe like this is what the dating pool is. Then I was like, is there other apps? Right?
Sure.
He had other ones. Yep. So we have a follow-up date.
Oh God.
Where I can go on other things besides Tinder because I thought Tinder was just like the hookup site, like that's what I heard, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. There was a lot of women that were just like, if you're just here for that, like fucking keep swiping. I was like, this is
Go to Bumble. Stop wasting my time.
right. You know what I mean? There's plenty of fish or whatever that.
Actually, I think that's another one.
There's definitely another one, right?
Yeah,
Like
I thought so.
anyway,
Is it still a thing? Anyway.
there were so many women, but it brought me to this question.
Oh no.
And this is why. I never thought of this before.
Okay.
Chuck's Tinder brought me to this.
Okay.
What would you rather have?
Oh God.
Because there was two of that I came across this.
Yep. Come on.
Okay. Would you rather have a very like smart, normal, competent woman, pretty,
Sure.
but she's a double amputee at the shoulders? At the shoulders.
What the fuck?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what,
sir.
What is happening? Right. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay.
At the shoulders.
At the shoulders.
Yep. So just everything up top. Okay. Very nimble with her feet. Does a lot. Very talented. A lot of pictures.
You already know who I am as a person. Nimble with the feet does not help me.
True. But okay. The other option was average looking, has all of her body parts. Whatever word that you are comfortable with, mentally slow,
Jesus Christ.
special, slightly retarded, like all of these things. Like,
Escalated so quickly
right.
with you.
She can cut her own meat, use a knife, right? There was a picture of her driving, so like she must have a driver's license. But like obvious features of like, meh.
The part about this that annoys me
Mhm.
is because I already see a person right now, and I know we're in the same place, and I am so mad at you for that right now.
You're welcome.
I
So
fuck.
this brought me to the question: would I rather have a double amputee of normal like IQ, or would I rather have a special girl that's slightly less pretty but has all of her body parts? And I want you to answer first because I thought about this way too long.
I really got to think of this one. Like,
Yeah.
there's like
Good.
I can't just give an answer
Oh, this was a doozy.
because like with the double amputee,
Mhm.
how much work do you actually have to do as well in that situation?
Mhm.
Anytime she needs to go somewhere, you're driving.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
She needs to get dressed, you're getting her dressed.
Probably.
Well, Mike, let's think about this. How's she putting on a t-shirt?
She looked.
Wait, you ran into this?
I was so fascinated that I found her Facebook page, and
How does she get dressed every day?
she's nimble with her feet.
And flexible as shit, apparently.
Yes, that's the other aspect of it. Yeah. She does her makeup with her feet.
Okay.
Yep. She's
on, girl.
way more capable than you would expect. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But like you're never gonna go to the beach and play catch with her. Right? That's never gonna be a thing.
Is that something you do with your women? You bring them to the beach and play catch, Mike? Is that where you go with that, Mike?
I like to have options, Jeff.
I-
I like to have options. I was just looking at the pros and cons column.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right? Like, probably not going to be the best cornhole or beer pong partner. Okay, but
You always have to play rock, paper, scissors if you're playing with someone. I get it.
yes, but she's not. Technically, she's handicapped, so she could park like very close to the door at the grocery store. But like,
Drive.
right? But she still has a tag, I think. But like,
Imagine she's just going around in a unicycle.
but like, way more capable than you would expect.
Sure.
Yeah. So, right. So, what do you want?
Truthfully, because you're doing the same amount of work anyway, possibly more. I'm going with the amputee.
You're going with the amputee.
I think I'm going to go with the amputee.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with the amputee. I mean, if the worst thing I got to do is open doors every once in a while, maybe drive her somewhere, fine.
I think that you have to feed her ice cream or
If
whatever.
she can do her own makeup, she can fucking feed herself.
I think probably, but I would assume that a spoon would give her trouble because it's like liquids.
And a makeup brush wouldn't?
No, it's a solid brush that you're just like,
Okay, but then we're talking about eyeliner also.
yeah, she can do that.
So then why the fuck wouldn't she be able to use a spoon?
I don't know. I went down this road,
Sure.
so I saw a girl that had the same affliction, and she took a bow and arrow, and she flipped upside down, and drew the arrow back with her legs, and focused, and shot a fucking arrow and hit the bullseye.
It takes me 2 attempts to get off a couch. Like, outrageous.
Amazing.
Jesus.
But
But
you're definitely limited, right?
Yeah, of course.
She is never gonna like cup the balls when she's doing things. You're never gonna get that aspect of things, right? I don't think you can send her to the grocery store because she can't just bebop down the aisle. Okay, she might be able to drive there with her feet.
Oh God! Not to mention, does she text?
I mean, my big
Oh,
toe.
maybe his voice. Maybe she does the
Oh,
the
voice to text. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah. I was gonna say because my big toe will fuck text up. So,
Does your
but
big toe compensate for your ring finger?
no, my big toe is like Fred Flintstone's thumb. Like it's just
Yikes!
yeah.
Yikes!
After he hits it with a hammer, it's just
Hitchhiker's toe. Word. Gross.
But the mentally ill girl or the special girl.
Now, is she actually special, or are you just saying she has blue hair, so you just assume that she is?
No.
Because that's a fair question for you. Because
No.
you use very
Nope,
interchangeably.
no. All of those girls have definitely some form of mental illness. I'm talking about this girl is like, she's special. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, she can cut her own meat with a knife, but like, you
Take
got
the knife away before it goes in the socket.
yeah, you gotta check on her doing all the things, right? Like I'm talking about, she can't watch any TV shows with you because like she can only follow along with cartoons, right? I'm talking about she can never go to the grocery store because she's gonna come back with the wrong shit. Like she is just like she's special, you know. One of the things is like, I, I think that you're right with the amputee because like she can have like normal conversations.
Sure.
I think that if you're having sex with the special ed girl, like she's gonna make weird sounds. It's gonna be weird, right? I think it's a big turnoff.
Okay.
I deep dived. Unless like you know what I mean? They came like you don't want. You can't do. You can keep an erection through that? No, you can't. I think
Like,
that
I'm not going to be able to get an erection hearing you make that noise, let alone if it happened while I was having sex.
I think that you just. I think it's a W amputee. I think you're right.
That's the route I would go.
Yeah. The moral of the story is that Chuck's shallow as fuck and he swiped left.
The double amputee.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
she was pretty, and he was like, "Nope."
I mean, to be fair, I mean, he had other options too. When it comes down to one or the other, like, sure, but when you have a whole brothel of people from God knows where that you can swipe on, why is that him being shallow or him being like, I'm sorry, but no arms is kind of a deal breaker? I can't fault him for that.
But I'm worried about her. Do you think that someone's gonna like see that and be like, "I like Gossip Girl too," because that's what she says in her profile, and I'm gonna swipe right on her.
Maybe that's what she's looking for.
Okay.
Like, first of all, you're being worried about her is fucking diabolical to me. Just to start that off.
I didn't know what I was.
I've seen you not worry about kids, but the no arm bitch you're fucking worried about.
Yeah.
I don't understand you. A kid in front of you, you won't give a fuck about, but a double amputee of someone you've never met before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it. I think that there's a stigma with kids now. Right? It's different. It used to be like, oh, you see like a lost kid, and you're like, oh, like hey, where's your parents? Like, how can I help you? Right?
Okay.
Nowadays, it's just like, I get the fuck away from this kid. I don't want to get caught up in some fucking underage fucking sex scandal. You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever watched Blackish?
No.
No, you know what episode I'm talking
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. So there's an episode of Blackish where the main character, Anthony Anderson, is going into work. He gets to the elevator, hits the button, elevator door opens, and there's like this 4-year-old white girl just standing there in the elevator
I would
crying.
run the other way.
Anthony Anderson did the same thing.
Yep.
He goes upstairs to his coworkers. His coworkers, two white people, are just like, "You just left that girl in the elevator, blah 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 blah." And he was just like, "I am not getting in there with that little white girl. Like, absolutely not." They get all mad, like, "You can't make this a race thing. You can't make this a race thing." One of the other coworkers comes up. Shit, what was his name? What's his name? Charlie.
I don't know. I don't remember his actual name. My brain's shut down.
Okay, well, anyway, another famous comedian. He's the one that always pulls out the he pulls out the notepad and like he'll tell a joke and be like, "Okay, that one didn't work." Like that's his whole skit. Anyway, so he comes upstairs and they were just like, "Bro, you're 10 minutes late." He goes, "Yo, sorry, boss. There's a white kid in the elevator." And every black person that worked in that building was just like, "There's a white kid in the elevator. I'm not getting in the elevator. I'm walking up the stairs."
I wouldn't either.
And that was the entire like opening scene of this episode. Hilarious, but also same. You can't really just walk up to a kid nowadays.
No, like absolutely
And
not.
It's
You can't.
it's weird.
It's fucked up. You can't go help this kid.
Right.
I don't want to be caught up in this.
Yeah, because next thing you know, fucking Chris Hansen turns the corner. It was like,
Yes.
"So,
Yeah.
took this kid's hand, huh?" And it's just like,
Mhm.
I'll leave the kid right fucking here.
This is what I'm saying.
No.
There are more.
I get it.
There are problems.
I 100% understand. Rough world we live in, huh?
When's the last time that you did the Tinder?
Oh God, it's been years.
Yeah?
Yeah, literally years. 5 years, maybe.
Okay.
4 or 5, somewhere around there.
Um, I had so much fun. This girl who I was dead set that like Chuck would like because she was like a goth girl.
Sure.
But you could tell that her in all of her pictures that her net worth was like $13.75.
And a 10-piece nugget. I get it.
Yeah, but then she had this picture where like she spent like hundreds of dollars on like a fucking gas mask, and she had boots, and she had this whole fucking get up towards the end, and I was like,
I'm in.
yeah, it was like, does this do it for you?
I get it.
Yep. It's fucking wild out there.
Could you imagine Chuck on a date with an emo chick?
I think
I
that's
see you have a lot of piercings. I had my penis pierced once. Like, is that like Chuck first date conversation?
probably.
Outrageous.
I'm just happy that of the two chicks that I swiped right on,
Mhm.
he's still talking to one of them.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
got you.
Attaboy, Charles. It's because he doesn't have a fish photo. I've heard that a lot of women hate when men have fish photos.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
Like, they go fishing and take a picture with a fish.
Oh,
and, like,
an
that's their-
actual fish.
Like an actual.
photo.
What would you think I meant?
I didn't know if it was the band. I didn't know if it was
Oh, I
like
forget fish is a
I
band.
didn't know if it was like a cat fishing photo. I didn't know what you. I didn't know what you meant.
Fine.
Okay.
But I'm talking about like an actual like look at my fish photo,
Ew.
and women hate that shit.
Yeah.
Literally hate it.
Yeah.
Which, like, fair. We get it, bro. You like to go fishing like every other person in the fucking tri-state area, apparently.
No,
Not named Jeff
Yeah.
or Mike.
yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, fucking. Ugh,
I get it.
I don't like fishing.
Yep.
Okay. What was the other thing I was going to tell you? Because there was so many things that came from that night. I had so much fun.
I feel kind of left out. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry. Oh, that's what it was. I have two girls
oh, God.
that are going to let us.
Mhm.
They have rules and we have to abide by, so we have to be respectable. But they're going to give us their phone. And we can swipe and judge.
Okay.
I think that we should live stream it
I'm with it.
because I got like a sneak peek of like what fucking guys put on Tinder.
It's bad.
Whoa.
It's fucking bad.
Whoa.
It's so bad. See, but that's why I don't understand why women even bother with Tinder to begin with.
No.
Because, like, let's be real. The bar's really low on the girl side. The bar's really low on the guy side. And then they'll become with all these expectations. Like, if you're just here to have sex, then I don't want you. Like, Bitch, shut up. First of all, and the guys are like, "Oh, yeah, I like to go hunting and fishing and play on my moped," and it's just like, what do you? How do you choose in between that?
All of the posturing and the fakeness is fucking fascinating.
Absolutely.
Fascinating.
Like, not every single fucking one of you hike every day of your life.
Absolutely not.
Drives me insane. I would never try to lie to someone and show a picture of me on a peak. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Because first of all, I'm too sweaty at the top of the peak. I'm dying at that point. Couldn't be me. You want to go hiking with me? Bitch, no. I'm happy with my AC. Sorry. I get really passionate about this fucking hiking thing that everyone apparently does.
This is also what I thought of. Chuck failed this test.
Okay. I'm sure Chuck failed a lot of tests, but what is this one?
We're going to do it live right now.
Oh, hit me.
Okay. I bag on you a lot because you have been known to not shy away from a thick girl.
Here the fuck you go again. Okay, Mike, go ahead.
I have ordered milkshakes at Stewart's, and they
The
said,
way Jeff likes them. Yep,
Yep.
I've heard that bullshit.
"Yep, thick,
Uh-huh.
thick." I've been living in this world, right?
Mhm.
I asked Chuck.
You make me so fucking mad sometimes. I just continue.
I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Come on.
I want you to close your eyes.
Yep.
But I can't tell because your sunglasses are super dark today. Okay. Close your eyes. Envision like your crush, like your hot chick. Okay. Like whether you don't have one or not, or whatever. Think of a celebrity hot chick. Think of like the hottest chick you can think of. What you're looking for. What you want. Now.
Are we talking about strictly looks or are we talking about personality as well?
Nope. Strictly looks.
Fine.
I want you to put your hands out like you're grabbing her by the waist. I knew it. See?
Is that too big for you?
No.
Like, what is happening?
No. I knew that Chuck was coming for your crown. I knew it.
Coming from my crown, how?
Because we were arguing.
Sure.
And he said that he was looking to filter girls by size. It'd make Tinder so much more efficient. And he was looking for a size 12. And I was like, 12's big, bro. I was like, 12's big.
12?
Big.
Okay.
I know that guys don't know girl sizes, but 12 is big.
Sure.
12
12 is like, what, here?
Oh.
Like,
I said, are you sure you know what 12 is? And he goes, yeah. I said, close your eyes. Envision.
Yep.
What? The same thing. He went further than shoulder width apart. He was like, oh, yeah. He wanted like, thick.
Okay.
He wanted a big bitch.
Okay.
That's where he's at.
To each his own. Does this mean you want your milkshakes Chuck thick now?
I think
How Chuck likes them now?
Fucked with my whole world.
Okay. You know what? I have no retort.
Most of the girls at the ice cream shop don't even know who you are, but they know how you like your women.
This is fucking outrageous.
I'm like,
Are we talking about Stewart's across the street?
yeah.
I fucking hate him so much.
Yes.
I hate you so much.
100%. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you were wrong.
I think so.
I think that Chuck is your culprit.
He likes them big.
Yep.
Big. Like, he's a big guy. He went, if you're blind, you know here.
Sure.
He went.
Oh, Chuck.
But it just
To each his
reaffirms.
own.
It's reaffirms to each his own. There's an ass for every seat.
Right.
Mhm.
So my follow-up question for you now:
Mhm.
how do we move from here
What do you mean?
with Chuck and his apparent affiliation with potato sacks?
Oh, I think that it's what he likes. But I would absolutely swipe 200 more times on his phone.
Okay.
I don't think that he's gonna find he didn't find what he was looking for.
Apparently not.
No, I'm in it for the game.
Jesus Christ. I'm same. I'm excited for whoever these two girls are. I assume one of them is cousin.
Mhm.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Um, I couldn't think of who the other one would be.
The only thing with her, like, you got to be careful because her phone she's got guys just send dick pics. I didn't know how like prevalent that was. They just send dick pics.
Are we still talking about cousin?
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It-
glad that I missed that shift.
I just don't know why, from a male perspective, within 3 sentences of meeting a girl, why you would just be like, you know what, you should see. You should
Right.
just see this.
See, I don't understand it either. I've never been the dick tip. What? What? Dick.
That got
pic-
worse.
It got so much worse. I just struggled so hard. I've never been the dick pic, nailed it, kind of guy. Never. I don't understand it.
Me
I
neither.
don't understand the preference,
Why would you do that?
let alone in a way that it can't go away. If you're gonna send a dick pic, first of all, grow up. Second of all, isn't that what Snapchat's for?
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
a 1 second snap, it goes away. Don't have to see it again. She has this shit saved.
Oh, they text it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, how bold do you have to be?
A man sent a video.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. They've only spoke for 3 sentences, but he wanted to show how hot she is. So it was him finishing. It was violent and disgusting.
This comes up with a whole new slew of questions. Are there women that like look at that and think that's flattering?
I
Or
don't think so. That's what I mean. I think that I've never found a woman that's been like, "Yup, send me more dick pics." You know what I want? I want a video of you just ejaculating on your couch.
right?
I've never met that girl that's like, I like that. Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh my god. Okay.
I've seen plenty of dick pics in my day because like these girls show me.
Yikes.
Like one,
Same actually.
like
Unfortunately.
yeah, one guy was holding it so hard he was like choking. It was turning purple. Like it looked like he owed him fucking money. Like it looked like it was work. It was trying out for a professional bodybuilding stage. It had veins everywhere because it's fucking
Just mid lift.
yeah. It's just choking off his fucking blood supply. Why are you sending that?
Maybe to talk about it. No such thing as bad press type of thing. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't get it either. I don't say, you know what I should do today? Let me just go send a dick pic.
No.
Like that's never been.
Mm-mm.
No.
I think it's that next generation. I think they're fucked up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine back in the early '90s trying to say, just coming out with the fucking wind up?
It was too much work.
Yo,
Couldn't do
that
it.
would be fucking. Oh my god.
She sent me a picture that this guy sent her that was like, it was so close up, but he took the picture from like down here, so it was like,
Oh, he got them Spike Lee angles.
mm-hmm.
Oh, love that for him.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Okay.
I don't think you should send dick pics.
I don't think you should send dick pics either. In case we have to say it. Don't send dick pics.
No.
But also, ladies, send more nudes.
Mm.
Boobs are awesome.
Yeah, but they photograph way better than penises.
Well, yeah, of course. Dicks are weird. They're just like veiny and fucking.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, like.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, this thing looked like Ronnie Coleman that I saw. It's fucking terrible. On the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine.
Stick's just like lightweight.
Yeah.
Lightweight. And not. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And you know, like he looked at it before he sent it and he's just like, that's the one. That's the one.
But to be honest, there's so many things on television that shouldn't have gotten through, like editing as it is, that I'm not surprised that this guy looked at his dick and was just like, that's the one. You know what I mean? I mean, prime example, the NFL, the biggest problem out of any fucking TV show ever. Have you heard those clips on Facebook where it's just like, oh yeah, he got to plow him right down the middle, and like they say the most suspect shit in the world.
Yeah. Taken out of context and,
Correct.
and
Granted,
meshed together.
out of context and meshed together, but like, there's more than just that. There's like videos, or not videos. There'll be like a commercial, or someone names something a certain thing, and you just have to look at it just like, how did that get through as many people as it did, and like no one had a problem with that.
Oh, yeah. How many people greenlit this to get this here? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm not surprised. There has to be someone out there that makes those decisions. It starts with a dick pic. That's my thought process. That guy's going to go off and like be that last final boss to be like, green light, send it.
Yeah, I just don't know what would get you to the point that you'd be like, you know what? She's responded 2 times to my text. Dick pic. Why would you do that? I don't know.
Is it like trying to hook bait?
I don't know.
Like, unless you're rocking a baby arm, I don't see a world where it's just like,
But even the baby arm doesn't seem to excite the women.
no,
No.
no.
I think I showed you my dick pic, right?
I hate where this is going, but is this the one where you photoshopped yourself onto a dick pic?
Yeah.
Okay, then
But like,
yes,
yeah,
unfortunately.
I've never sent an actual dick pic. So like,
Correct.
the one that I send is like absurd.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and
For the record, it's like Mike's comedy face shot with like some black guy's dick, just so you guys know.
it's a white penis, but
Oh, okay, well, it's accurate.
but it's like named like the Annihilator or something. It is just I don't think it's real. It's fucking enormous.
Okay.
Right? Actually, if you had that penis, you would be mad at it, like because you're like, what can I do with this? I can't do anything with this penis.
Okay.
You
No,
know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah, you would be upset that like the burden that this thing fucking carries.
Sure.
Right? You'd have to have you'd have to set the depth. There would be a whole bunch of issues if you had this penis. You would not.
Extra enforced underwear and shit. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
you would not want this thing. That's the dick pic that I sent.
Sure.
But even that, it's absurd, and they know that's not me. But like, no one gets excited about penises. It just doesn't work.
Shouldn't.
So why do we, as a species, why do we send it?
Well, by that logic, like, why do we even exist?
Well, there's plenty of reasons why we exist. But like, why do we send dick pics?
I'm going down a really dark rabbit hole right now. Like, I really just went to a really dark place.
So why do we exist from that? Mm-hmm.
Well, we're thinking about it. Dicks are not photogenic,
Nope.
which means they can't look better in person.
Mm-mm.
So, like, how do they look like that in person and women are still just like, yeah, you know what? Come on. Put it here.
Because we do our best work in the dark, and they haven't, the rubber replacements that they have they can't duplicate it yet.
Okay.
Right? So I think our time's limited.
And the world needs it anyway.
That's yeah. I think we're limited. And besides that, I mean, semen. So, but the dick pic, purple penis,
Oh God.
the camera angle shot from the balls up. Why would you ever send that in your million fucking years?
Just had the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Mm-hmm. But these girls are gonna let us look at their phone and just swipe.
There's more than just cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other one?
You know her.
Coworker?
No, just a girl that comes in. Mm-hmm.
Very excited now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I want to see if it's the exact same guys, or if they have like a different demographic. Like, how
Interesting.
does the algorithm work?
Are they both from Mass? Are they both in New York?
Mhm.
1 and 1? How
Right.
does this work?
That's what I mean. Because like, Chuck's a weird like enigma, but like all of his chicks were like some version of mentally ill. They were.
Just because they have their hair dyed does not mean they're mentally ill.
That's not the only basis point, but it was a big one.
Jesus Christ, my
Yep, the $8 CVS hair job, like it's a statement. It's a statement. But there was one chick that was like implants, tattoos. This chick was like some sort of tattoo model.
Sure.
Like she was some weird thing that should not have been there. And I was like, showed him, and he was like, swipe.
Actually, I hate to say I understand that one,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Okay.
Yep. Do you have a Tinder account?
Somewhere. I don't even have the app on my phone anymore, though.
I want to swipe.
On my phone?
Yeah.
Why my phone?
Let's see. Let's see what it does.
I would have to re-download Tinder to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I will re-download Tinder. Not happy about it because I think it's an absolute waste of fucking time.
I mean, yes, but no. Just from content wise.
By that standard, you have to too. If I'm downloading it again, you need to download Tinder.
You all.
As the producer, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
We both download it, switch phones, no rules.
No talk.
That's fucking Mad Max Furiosa type shit right there.
You don't use Tinder, so you don't care.
Right.
You don't care. What happens, happens.
I think that idea is pretty funny. I think it's funny how much trouble you might get into because of it. That makes me laugh. But
Yeah.
That's a conversation for off air another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not opposed to it, but like,
There need to be some rules.
if we both downloaded Tinder at the exact same time, would it be the exact same people on it?
No.
No.
We do have some miles in between us, so my reach is a little further this way, and yours would probably be a little bit further this way. So we would probably get different crowds. You'd get more of the Pittsfield crowd, where I'd get more of the Albany crowd. But
Okay.
I'm sure there'd be an overlap. Unfortunately, the overlap is Averill Park and Nassau. So
Right. So you get like more crackheads, and I get more meth heads. I mean,
pretty
like,
much,
okay.
yeah. With their pink hair.
It was once you start swiping, you're gonna be like, oh, you again. Oh, you again. Oh, look at you. You again. Oh, you're so unique because, yeah. Oh, yep. Walgreens, $9. You go, girl.
I can't.
Yep, you're special.
Way to go, winner. Okay. I think that's something we look into.
Okay.
With that being said, I stand by my statement from the other day. If we are going into cousin's phone, we need to trick one of these guys to come and see us at the bar because I have so many questions.
I want dick pic guy to come because I have so many questions for him.
S- I need you to reword all of that.
Nope. Because
You stand on business. All right.
yep,
You're standing on business. All right.
10 toes in when I say in business. He literally sent a video of him coming. I don't know why you do that.
I don't either.
Yeah,
That would have been a hell of a cleanup.
I was disgusted for him. I didn't do anything for her. I don't know why you would do that, but okay. I just want to know what.
Actually, I kind of want him to come now too.
Uh,
Phrasing, because he clearly already fucking did. I want him to show up. Thank you,
Yes.
producer Les.
Yeah.
I want him to show up.
I want to know what was like going through his head. Like, why would you do this?
I think if we can get him to show up, we play a game and see how long it takes for him to realize that we've all seen his dick pic.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Just like hint towards it, but don't like flat out say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think that's the game.
I like that game.
You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of possibilities here.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Producer, let's get the camera ready. We're videoing this shit.
I also wanted to play the game where, like,
Damn it.
when we had a lingerie model, so I wanted to play the game of like people come in from the outside and you show them a picture, and then you're like find her in real life.
You're such an asshole.
Is this person here?
Oh my god.
Um,
Not for nothing, I miss her though.
with that said, I also want to play a game.
Sure.
This is a great game. Christmas party game.
Oh, we'd actually have to have a Christmas party to do that, but you know.
Christmas party game. We have 5, we'll call them suspects. Okay.
Okay.
We line them up against the wall.
Sure.
We take action from a bunch of people. And we say, who here
That's the piercing.
has a genital piercing?
But at this rate, everybody knows.
No, they don't. We find new people. You know what I mean?
Oh, like everyone bring a +1 type of thing, and then like,
Yes.
okay, now guess.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a great game.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in my head, I'm just like everybody already knows
but-
entirely too much about our staff as it is.
How would they know? They would never know, right?
When did you just become a TikTok sound?
Exactly.
Like what just fucking happened?
That's what was going in my head. Like, they'll never know.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't hate that.
It's a great game.
What does the winner get? A picture of it?
I was thinking nachos, but like, okay.
I love that we actually just the last 10 minutes yelled about dick pics, and now we're over here just like, you get a picture of it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, you get nachos.
I hate that Chuck's dick is just a prize. Like,
Ugh.
go on, producer Les.
You can't play the game if you keep answering the question on the podcast. So you might want to bleep that stuff out.
It's not wrong.
No, solid point.
That's a very solid point. But to be fair, that's episodes that we've talked about it to some degree.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, we're gonna deep dive back into that.
Phrasing. Phrasing. I'm not deep diving anywhere near that thing.
That's not true. You want to see it?
I know I do. I really do.
Mhm.
Like, I wish he had a picture of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Now I want a dick pic. What is my life?
This
What is my problem?
literally what I was saying. I went full circle.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yep. I started looking into Chuck's Tinder.
Jesus.
And we went full circle, and then I was like, I want a dick pic.
Oh my God. I hate that restaurant so much sometimes.
This is gonna fuck with you. That's what I mean.
Yeah, yet again, this
Yeah.
conversation took so many different turns. Amputee chick,
Mhm.
dick pics,
Mhm.
girls that laugh at cartoons,
The,
Tinder.
yeah, like the amputee chick, like I said, she's hot,
Sure.
but you can't.
She specializes in Taekwondo. I get it.
Yeah, that's it. She can do
Yeah.
squats. That's
Right.
it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She just bobs around in the ocean. That's it.
She can't go swimming in Ocean City. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But then again, she wouldn't fuck up her shoulder. Maybe she could.
There. She's limbo. Okay.
One thing I do want to bring up before we end it. Congratulations, sir, for having your restaurant for almost 10 years now. That's exciting stuff. You know what I mean? We'll give a little round of applause
Thank you.
to Mike. It's very exciting.
2 more weeks. Yeah.
2 more weeks, right?
Yeah.
Got a big weekend planned that weekend.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's like
Very excited.
it's like a wood-fired prison sentence I got going on. It's like, this is fucking good stuff.
Hey, you know what? Not for nothing. You've had probably one of the longest running places in the biggest plaza in New Lebanon. That's something to be proud of.
Sure. Yes.
That is something to be proud of.
Yes.
Congratulations. So, 2 weeks. Again, big weekend planned. DJ Mediocre and DJ Lethargic coming back on the ones and twos.
Yes.
We have the beer pong competition that Friday.
Mhm.
You know,
Yes, sir.
that's May 2nd and May 3rd, by the way, if anyone wants to come and join us. Exciting stuff.
I ordered special edition T-shirts.
Did you really?
I sure did. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't tell you about that yet. We're doing a bunch of throwback, so like all the stuff that we haven't done for a while, menu-wise.
Smart.
Yeah. We'll
The
do that.
greatest hits, if you will.
Correct. Yeah.
Outstanding.
So we'll do all the greatest hits that we've done and that we've outgrown, but like the menu stuff, yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I went from like not wanting to do anything because I was just like I just want to forget that this all happened, and then
You're so fucking cynical.
I know two people actually like
What are you gonna do? What's going on?
they were very excited about it, and so now we're gonna make a whole weekend out of it. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yep.
Whole weekend being Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing on Thursday?
Trivia and Family Feud.
God damn it. Okay.
The only thing that sucks about it is that when we're DJing, not a lot of good music in 2015.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So I was thinking maybe we just do 2000s, 2010s type thing.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? 90s, thousands, and 10s.
Yeah,
just to like
Yeah.
nip that in the bud.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You can only play Uptown Funk. Like, so much. That's it. That's the only one.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay. I like it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I'm out of whiskey. We gotta go.
Mike's out of whiskey, so we got to go. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back soon.